Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Anonymous, and in this channel, we talk about gang stalking primarily. We also talk about manipulation, hypnosis, dark psychology, and my experience in life in regards to how I have dealt with gang stalking in the past, my strategies to how I am dealing with gang stalking in the present. Now, in this video, I want to talk to you about what is a friend. What is someone that can actually help you? Not help you, but look, in short, a true friend is someone that has your best interest in mind and that has boundaries. And by that I mean someone that allows you to move forward in life and that wants you to move forward in life. Now, I'm going to talk to you about a friend her name is Poliana. I love her so much. We went to college together. We had architecture together, and after that we became friends. We're still friends. So with Poliana, so one time she hit me up, to do personal training. I was using drugs back then, but I saw her, and she was totally like not herself. She was always been like with her hair done, really pretty, funny, but I saw her and she was completely destroyed. She was just destroyed, literally. We began talking, and I found out that her husband was manipulative. So the first thing that I told her was that what's happened to you? You're letting yourself go. Like, you're amazing, you're beautiful, you're this, you're that. And then I told be careful with manipulative people. That might be your husband. But I know with certainty that her husband was manipulative. Now, I opened her eyes, she was able to see, and from then on, the next time that I saw her, she had her hair done, she looked beautiful again. And then, like, one time we hung out at her house and we had a glass of wine, we were just talking. So even though I don't see her all the time, even though, I don't go to her whenever I'm having problems, I let her live her life. And I want the best for her. I want to see her thrive, to see her flourish, to see her be successful. And putting this into consideration, I'm her friend because I want the best for her. I'm willing to point out her mistakes, the mistakes of and how other people can. She has a beautiful daughter, but I know she's not stupid. But she is naive, and from what I remember, she was easy to manipulate. Now, I can see when someone is easy to manipulate because I have been there. Because I have colmillo, or I have experience with manipulative people. Now I can point it out. But that is what a friend is. A friend wants your best interest in mind. And they have to be slightly selfless. Slightly. So, but not in the way that they are detrimental to your life. Like, we are mutually friends. That is what a friend is someone who wants the best for you, and you want the best for him or her. I think that friendship is only true friendship when the two have when both of the people have mutual friendship feelings for each other. When both consider each other friends. When you guys are on the same page. Because when one has manipulative tendencies, regardless of who it might be, that can lead to problems, But there can be friendships between two manipulative people. And I guess there are also friendships, as long as you don't manipulate each other. I would think that's also a friendship, nonetheless, because you want the best for each other, regardless of you or not being manipulative towards others. Now, a friend has your best interest in mind, and there is no expectation of having anything further than just friends. When there is another type of intention, such as looking forward having some type of intimate relationship, as long as both parties are on the best, on the same page, I think that's okay. But I feel that to be friends, there has to be maturity from both parties. Like, it's almost like a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, because there needs to be enough maturity in both parties to understand what actual friendship truly is. And if that is not the case, one friend will educate the other friend on what a friend is. That way you put your friend in the same page, and that way you know what you expect from a friendship. If both are immature, then there's shit is gonna go down and mistakes are gonna be made, but that is normal. So when you're young, even though you might be friends, one of them might be manipulative and you might not even know it. So to be a friend, you have to understand that there's boundaries, and you have to respect each other's boundaries. And if you see that one person has none, as a friend, it is your duty to educate them and tell them what a boundary or lack thereof is. That way, when you're presented with a situation where you might benefit from breaking one of your friend's boundaries, when that happens, you have to respect your friend. That is what I see as true friendship. If you have another opinion or another idea of what true friendship is, I would appreciate your input. Put it in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe. The purpose of this channel is to help everyone become a better human being and help you realize your potential and discern what a friend is and what a friend isn't. When a friend, be the first one to celebrate your friend's successes. And those moments are when you truly see who your friends are. If you release a music album, your friend is going to be one of the first people to buy it. They have to be your fans. They shouldn't expect anything free. That's what a friend is. Now, a friend knows that you're friends regardless of you guys not having a conversation all the time. And you guys are always able to pick up because both of you guys have your own lives and you want each other to live it at the fullest. And regardless of you meeting, it is always a pleasure to see each other and to celebrate each other's successes. That's what a friend is. Not looking at your friend, seeing their successes, be resentful for them, and expressing them in an underhanded manner to make yourself feel better. That is not a friend. That is an enemy. Just like that. I wouldn't even consider that an acquaintance. maybe an acquaintance with on more on the spectrum of being an enemy. Honestly, I feel like there should be almost a middle ground between what a friend is, between a friend and a nef buddy, where it has to be right in the middle, where you're friends, but you like spending time with each other, and can be as filthy as you want with each other, and still want the best for each other. Honestly, I'm not gonna tell you that I have always had this idealistic perception. I know I have messed up in many times with a lot of people, and it has never been purposeful. I have made mistakes, and I regret a lot of those mistakes I did. There were people that were there, but that I wasn't able to see them as actual friends. I didn't have the foresight. But that was because of the whole gang stalking thing. I was using a lot of drugs, and I made mistakes. And I'm truly sorry. I'm very sorry. And yeah. And I understand, why some of those people will not want to see me again. But if any of those just happen to know who I am and to see these videos, just know that most of those things happened when I was getting gang stalked and I was getting drugs pushed on me 24/7 by everyone. And when you're using drugs, and you're being continuously manipulated, you become a selfish bastard. And in those times, I truly was. I was. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm gonna be the first one to say it. I fucked up. But it is what it is, and yeah, there were times where I have not been a friend, where I saw myself first and I wanted to get something out of those people, at their expense. I can count with one hand how many of those things happen, but I was in a situation. It's not an excuse. It's not. I fucked up. I was a horrible human being and a horrible friend or fuck buddy when that happened. And that's not gonna happen again. It just isn't. I know that me going through a lot, it's not an excuse, but I feel like that was something that I had to go through in order to appreciate people better. But I'm gonna tell you that if gang stalking had not been something that was imposed on me from the beginning, those events that would have not happened, because I was pushed deeper into drugs by the gang stalking. I completely lost myself in that, and it sucks. But it is what it is, and if I get an opportunity to apologize to these people, I will. I certainly will, because they deserve a lot more than an apology. And I want to tell you that I have tried to make it up to some people, but they don't give me the opportunity. And I completely understand. And, and I'm just tired of trying. But anyways, there's not much I can do about it, and I'm not gonna spend the rest of my days apologizing. And well, anyways, just know that, well, we all make mistakes. I have made mistakes. I'm by no means perfect. I have fucked up hard. But none of the things that I did were actually purposeful. And I will tell you though that I know for certain that if it wasn't because of the gang stalking, none of those things would have happened in the first place. Because it was the gang stalking that pushed me further into drugs, and it drugs changed me for a little bit. They literally changed me, and I became someone who was in the incessant and selfish pursuit of pleasure. And I honestly feel that, like, I know it's not an excuse, but gang stalking was a huge factor in that. My gang stalking happened way before I hurt people, and that was one of the primary factors. I know that that would have not happened if it wasn't because of gang stalking. I know for a fact. So I'm not trying to wash my hands with gang stalking, but if gang stalking didn't happen in the first place, a lot of the people that you know that I messed up, it would have not none of that would have happened if it wasn't because of the gang stalking happening in the first place. Um yeah. Now, however, I will tell you that it is only because only knowing that that the gang stalking happened before I became a person who did the mistakes. The knowledge that I have about gang stalking has it is the one thing that has actually stopped me from blaming myself from making a bunch of the mistakes that I did. Since I learned about gang stalking, I haven't made any of those mistakes. And my self confidence got better because I learned that gang stalking was a primary factor in the mistakes that I did. Anyways, just know that in my life, gang stalking has happened. It has made me do a lot of shit. It has made me into a monster sometimes. I would agree with that. I have been a monster at times. And I wasn't like that before gang stalking. I know that gang stalkers have enjoyed that show because someone told me that there is nothing more incredible than watching someone be turned into a selfish person who is constantly and consistently changing for pleasure to arrive to their self-destruction. Someone told me that on Grindr. And I have had a lot of clues here and there. And because of those clues, I have been able to deduce what truly happened to me, why I made those mistakes. And knowing that has freed me from a lot of guilt. Well, if you have been manipulated into doing things that you regret, just know that it is not your fault. Because gang stalking is a part of that. Gang stalking is built upon making you make mistakes and making people turn against you and watching your demise. Now, gang stalking in itself is something that will destroy you by making you feel guilt about things like that were produced by gang stalkers for you to do. And that was the hardest thing for me to see, that people who were, I thought, were my friends, were manipulating me with other tactics that I have mentioned before. But I was oblivious to them. I had no idea what they truly were. Anyways, a friend will never try to make you self-destruct, will never try to push drugs into you. A friend will allow you to make your own choices. However, they will tell you, I don't think they should be doing this because this can happen. But the choice is up to you. Just know that I'm your friend and that I want the best for you. They will have your back. They want the best for you. And they will want you to see you succeed. And they will always tell you, hey, this person is damaging to you. Don't trust them. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm about to go into work now. I hope you're enjoying these videos. Please like, share, and subscribe. And just know that I love you guys, and I have not been more excited or looking forward to anything other than making these videos in a very long time.